Lucy decided, because of the hot weather, Storm wasn't eating the same amount of meat as usual, and Lucy, you thought, you know what, I'm going to try Storm on vegetables. Yeah?
Exactly. Well, actually, no, I'd say more, not necessarily just vegetables, but a plethora. She's a carb fiend, essentially. She's always been of that inclination anyway. But during the summer months, she just went off her food, strangely. I'm certainly not one of those. Yeah. I'm not a vegetarian, I'm not a vegan. I'm actually quite far from it, although I've reduced my meat consumption for reasons.
It's interesting, actually, because when I started reading about, this is all somebody's coming in and they've made that, kind of introduced their dog to a vegetarian diet, I absolutely would have put money on it that you were vegetarian or vegan yourself.
Really?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I literally, honestly, I'm really sorry, but I laughed out loud when I found out that you weren't.
Yeah.
Because it seems like it's such a strong emotive thing for a decision to be made to make your dog vegetarian, and then not be vegetarian yourself.
And none of your family...
It's easy to impose it on the dog can't argue back, you see.
But that's it, but I wouldn't want to impose it on anybody, because actually, funnily enough, my mother-in-law and father-in-law are vegetarians, and we often have many debates. I've got a large family, they're all boys, 4, one of which is my husband. So we're doing burgers and sausages every night.
So none of you are vegetarians?
No, none of us. No. My husband's family are, but no, certainly far from it.
So you thought, well, she seems to have gone off her food a little bit, not eating so much. So what did you give her
She
to
looks
start
so
with?
healthy.
She's a bit pale, though, maybe. What do you think?
Valid point, yes.
What kind of, when people say vegetarian food, I'm thinking like you boiling, broccoli and carrots and giving her a bowl of that, or is this shop bought?
It is shop bought. How it came about is my neighbour, Ben, he found that his dog, Dublin, went off food not too dissimilar to Storm. And so obviously over the fence you have that conversation, and he'd speaken to, there's lots of yummy mummies where we live, and they're all kind of vegan, clean eating and all of that, and they were suggesting all different types of foods, which was lovely, but again, very sceptical. He started it and introduced it, and as did I. And she seemed to perk up, be a lot happier.
Does she like it straight away? Like, you put that food down, she doesn't turn her nose up?
She likes more of the wet food type thing. It's more palatable as she's drinking loads of water. But no, really took to it. And in conjunction with, obviously, all the leftover vegetables, which there's numerous in our family, given, vegetables are...
So you give her cooked vegetables that are left.
But, Scott, the thing is, dogs aren't natural herbivores.
Yes, very good point.
Yeah.
No, they're not. Look, I mean, first of all, I must say that I absolutely respect all vegetarians and vegans out there, because it really is a better way to live, and it's far better for our planet. People make these decisions for a lot of reasons. It's all about choice, and they're making it for cultural reasons, for religious ones, and for reasons of animal welfare. But the point is that it is a choice, and our pets can't make that choice, as you said at the top of the item, Eamonn. So it is something that we have to be exceptionally careful about. And if they can't make the choice, we need to do the fallback, which is rely on natural history. And natural history would dictate that dogs are omnivores. They eat a mixture of meat and plant in order to get all the essential vitamins and minerals.
Well, you say dogs can't make choice, but in this programme they can make choice, right, Lucy?
Certainly.
So if you don't mind, we've got Charlie here and we've got Alex, and they've got 2 bowls here, right?
Oh, no.
One is full of vegetables and one is full of meat.
Eamonn.
Storm, we hate to put the temptation in front of you, but it's over to you.
Storm?
Right?
Let
her go.
Let
her go.
Oh, she's obviously going to go, obviously. Oh, you little...
Yes.
I didn't swear.
And there is natural selection.
She's checking it out. Well, in fairness, the weather has cooled down quite dramatically.
Yes, of course it has. Yes, but look, this is a dog acting naturally, I think. In an environment that you're in, where you've got a whole bunch of boys around all eating meat, you can't really assure that she is only eating just vegetables, because clearly she's going to have a few scraps of bacon flying around. She's having a little... See, but what she's doing, she's mixing it up. So actually, this is her being an omnivore.
Is there any harm in a dog having a purely vegetarian or vegan diet?
Yes, there can be. The one thing that I gleaned from one of my favourite vegans, who's one of my receptionists, I spoke to her about it, and she goes, she wouldn't choose that for her animals because it's so hard to get it right for people. And so for you at home to try and make like a home-cooked diet, or even rely on some of the vegan and vegetarian dog foods on the market, some of them
it is funny here. Storm does have a wee look at the vegetable bowl, which she's doing now. She sniffs it, she looks at it, and she's not eating any of it. None of it. She hasn't swallowed any of it. And she goes back. So she says she knows what she's supposed to do. She's paying lip service to it. But I'm afraid it's the meat.
Around saying,
It's
Mum,
the
is that
meat.
okay?
Would you ever put her back now on a meat
Well, this is
diet?
a conversation that I've had, actually. It was never a long-term plan. It's literally just been the last couple of months, 2 to 3 months, based on what she's naturally been going towards anyway. And I just added that in conjunction with, and then slowly phased out the meat. But then again, if this is what she wants, then obviously I'm going to adapt it accordingly. So
If people want to do a vegetarian or vegan diet, do they have to look at supplements and things?
Yes.
What is it that would be lacking from having meat
Yes,
for a dog?
So there's amino acids like taurine or L-carnitine. There's vitamin D, which you can't get. They can't synthesize through the skin like we can, and they need it in their diet, of which only animal proteins carry the D3. Calcium, phosphorus, iron, all those things that are present in animal protein, which maybe you'll struggle to get right in plants. And also there's a lot of foods that are being produced by vegetarian and vegan companies, which actually end up not being completely balanced diets. So what I would say is if you're considering it, work with your vet and speak to them first.
Yes.
A lot of people actually hide away from saying that they're doing this. And I'm not sure if you consulted your vet before you did this, but if you did, they probably would have said they wanted to have a look at what you're feeding the dog, make sure that it is nutritionally balanced in every possible way. We probably would do some more health checks to make sure that all those vitamins and minerals are at the correct levels, because if they're not, very quickly they can have some serious...
So you're not totally against it at all? Just
In
like
cats,
you need...
100% against it.
Yeah.
You'd never want to even try it because they absolutely are obligate carnivores and they need things in meat that you can't provide any other way.